Well, we cannot sufficiently understand the Honorable Louis Farrakhan's words and actions unless we have a sound understanding of the Holy Quran, because his words and actions are born of the Holy Quran, meaning arise from the Holy Quran. Therefore, one's ignorance of the Holy Quran makes it difficult for that person to sustain his or her belief against the synagogue of Satan's attack on the Honorable Louis Farrakhan and on the theology of the Nation of Islam. Now, if the duty of the messenger of God, in this case the Messiah, is to deliver the divine message of Allah clearly, then why did the Honorable Louis Farrakhan organize the registered membership of the lost found Nation of Islam into mosques, regions, and councils, namely the Executive Council, National Executive Council of the Nation of Islam? Is the Honorable Louis Farrakhan beholden to the Executive Council? Or is the Executive Council beholden to the Honorable Louis Farrakhan? Well, let's consider this question first. In the Holy Quran, it states, "Say, if you love Allah, follow me." This is the Messiah. "Allah will love you and grant you protection from your sins. And Allah is forgiving, merciful. Say, obey Allah and obey the messenger. But if they turn back, Allah surely loves not the disbelievers." Also, it states in the Holy Quran, "And I am a verifier of that which is before me of the Torah." This is the Messiah talking. "And I allow you part of that which was forbidden to you, and I have come to you with a sign from your Lord. So keep your duty to Allah and obey me. Surely Allah is my Lord and your Lord, so serve him. This is the right path." Moving further through the Holy Quran, it states in another section, "And whoever obeys Allah and his messenger, he will admit him to gardens wherein flow rivers, to abide in them. And this is the great achievement. And whoever disobeys Allah and his messenger and goes beyond his limits, he will make him enter the fire to abide in. And for him is an abasing chastisement." Now, this makes it clear that the messenger of God, the Messiah, is above everyone except Allah. Now, as for the first question of why the Honorable Louis Farrakhan organized the registered membership of the Lost Foundation of Islam into mosques, regions, and the council, it states in the Holy Quran, "Thus it is by Allah's mercy that thou art gentle to them." This is Allah talking to his Messiah. "And hadst thou been rough, hard-hearted, they would certainly have dispersed from around thee. So pardon them and ask protection for them and consult them in important matters. But when thou hast determined, put thy trust in Allah. Surely Allah loves those who trust in him." So the Honorable Louis Farrakhan's organization or organizing of the registered membership of the Nation of Islam arises from this command of Allah. Notwithstanding, all decisions associated with this context are his to make, meaning that a messenger of God is in complete charge. He's responsible to Allah, so he makes the ultimate decision. Therefore, he can accept or reject advice from others, even if those others think that they had sound advice. Well, they're not the messenger of God, they're not the Messiah. Some may find that hard to believe, because sometimes our egos get in the way. Now, knowing the aim of the satanic leaders of the synagogue of Satan, and knowing the inclination of underdeveloped human beings to succumb to their egos and other destructive faults, Allah in the Holy Quran cautions not the hypocrites, not the disbelievers. He cautions the believers as follows. O you who believe, when you confer together in private, give not to each other counsel of sin and revolt and disobedience to the messenger, but give to each other counsel of goodness and observance of duty. And keep your duty to Allah, to whom you will be gathered together. Now again, it made it clear that the duty of the believer to Allah is to obey the messenger of God, the Messiah. Verse 10, secret counsels are only of the devil, that he may cause to grieve those who believe, and he can hurt them not except with Allah's permission. And on Allah let the believers rely. Now Allah would not have bothered to issue this divine command if it was not necessary. Therefore, it is a chance that some believers can get caught up in secret counsels of sin, revolt, and rebellion against the Messiah.